Yeah, it's Will and Audra, we in this to stay. Ball python life, watch us lead the way. Climbing year by year, bringing our best, creating content, man we never rest. Started from the ground, now we making a name. In the ball python game, we in for fame. Bridging gaps for the new and the vets. Mentor in the fam, gotta place your bets. Educating the masses, spread the knowledge for real. Each scale tells a story, that's the deal. Not perfect.
Get yours today.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Happy to have you here. Give a few shout outs real quick, and then we are literally going to jump right into the interview. We got my homie Travis from T S Reptiles this week. We're going to talk about a bunch of different stuff online, show different genes, different projects, opinions on what's going on here and there. It's going to be a jam-packed, fun show this Thanksgiving weekend, and hopefully everybody is already got all they binge eating in. Me and Darren was just talking about that, and you laying on a couch or doing your cleaning, and hopefully gonna have a great weekend and great show. But Aaron, what's going on? The homie, the fellow contestant, and 15 minutes of lame. So we pinned the comment. The link is there. Please, we appreciate your viewership here as well. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Go over to Sloan Morphs as well. Subscribe to his channel as well. We got some things cooking in the oven on some things that we're gonna, do podcast wise, video wise, coming down the pipe on Sloan Morphs channel as well. Shout out to my homie Tim. He is an amazing person. He's working on a crazy collection and working on some infrastructure right now. I'm not going to let the cat out the bag. I'm going to let him put it out because he has a video. He has a channel as well. So go over to his YouTube channel, Morphed Out Reptiles, and give him a sub. So really quick, before you guys know I talk so much, but I'll put it out there. We want to build this channel to hopefully be the glue to bring the community together. That means that you can, think different, think the same, agree, disagree, and come here. And hopefully we can all still be a good reptile family. That's what it's got to be about. We have to find a happy median where we can disagree, agree. Agreeing is easy, but when you disagree, it's not. And I think we need to figure out how to coexist sometimes in this field that we call our reptile community. But yes, go over Fat Man Nation, vote flawless. We're episode 130. Vote every 24 hours for us. We have some hilarious content. I already know the jokes is coming because Audra dropped the video. I already.
Yeah, they're the first people on the list. So I mean, you can't miss. I was like, dang, right there, click.
Man,
I 8 people down from the bottom.
I did not think that video was gonna be as hilarious as it ended up being. But
yeah, Will can't breathe that night. He dies in his sleep. That's what that is. He literally dies in his sleep. So every day you guys see him, just be like, you made it another day, because he can't breathe at night at all. That's what that means. When he got that big old machine that
God,
it's worse than anybody with asthma and a pulmonoid. That's how serious that is.
Oh my God.
I wonder how Audra sleeps. You know what? Matter of fact, we should be praying for Audra that she makes it through every night with all that noise.
My machine is quiet. My machine is quiet. I don't snore anymore. It's awesome.
What, it makes white noise?
No, I just, it makes no noise at all. Hey, it must be technology. The advances.
Notice his nose got bigger. You got to put it over his nose. And
bro, I couldn't imagine having to do that full mask thing. Honestly, that full mask thing, I don't know. I've never had it. This is the first machine I've ever had. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But I mean, it is what it is.
Does it dry everything out? Does it dry everything out?
No, you can actually adjust the humidity on the machine. Again, that man, this technology they got with this stuff is insane. But obviously I'm very appreciative of it because I think I've been using it now for 3 years. Yeah, my doctor put me on it 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And you can definitely notice a difference of me actually using it. Definitely notice a difference. So yeah, I already knew them jokes were coming.
You already feel like you're rested?
What?
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well rested. But while we continue to get some shout outs, oh yeah, man, if I don't use that machine, I'll be literally like a walking zombie. But let's bring on the homie. We got a lot to dig into. Here is Travis from T S Reptiles. What's up, homie? Appreciate having you here.
Appreciate y'all being on here.
Oh man, anytime. I told you that in person, man, and we really meant that. You know, I guess it's easier to build a channel, any channel, maybe trying to acquire more of heavy hitters and full time this and full time that. But we want to bring everyone. Middle level, low, it doesn't matter. We want to bring everyone and understand that there's a platform here for everyone, and hopefully become like a regular, where that's why we do it every 2 weeks. We wanted to be a staple. We're doing it now. It's over 2 years consistently, not missing. It's like every 2 weeks we're doing this show. So tell us a little bit about you. How'd you end up falling into ball pythons and picking your name?
So we a few years ago, I guess 2018, we got our first ball python, and then we got a couple other ones and then started there. But we've had like geckos and bearded dragons for a long time. And we just did one breeding, and we kind of enjoyed it. The kids enjoyed it. So we just kind of went from there. I mean, that's how it all started. Originally, we used to do the dogs back a long time ago when I talked to you about the dogs, the bullies and stuff. We did those for about 10, 12 years.
Oh yeah, so Gray Line, Gotti Line, all those, and Razor Edge. But so you were there when Cairo was in it, and then Lil Ro. You had to be.
That's when I was in it back then.
Yep.
Oh man, and Dax took over.
One of our first dogs come from Dave Wilson. The
Dave
Heavy
Wilson,
Dominion. So
yeah.
If anybody don't know, that's the creator of Razor Edge Bloodline for their dogs.
Yeah.
Which I would say that was a true bloodline because he took generations to make that. Not that we took one dog like Juan Gotti and said, hey, we're going to make a bloodline just after this one dog, and anything else after him is considered Gotti line. Just let people know out there.
Yeah.
Did you see a lot of it's interesting because we all three of us were into the dogs, into the bullies, but do you see a lot of similarities between kind of like the ball python community and the dog community? Or the bully community specifically?
Somewhat, yeah. I see a little, I can see a little bit in it.
Just a competition aspect of it.
Yeah. It's a lot of, I think maybe that's a rough kind of thing to address, but like accountability right now, again, I've been out of the dog era for probably close to 2 decades at this point. But back when I was in it, there wasn't as much accountability as there is now, even in the dog community and obviously the ball python community. You see a lot of people, testing their stuff. You have shed testing and all of that. That wasn't around when I was in it. So you mentioned like Juan Gotti being like a specific dog. And even back then, they was, mailing and shipping, sperm and all of that stuff. And there was so many cases of people having, litters and nothing looking right because they got the wrong sperm. So it's interesting that it kind of corresponds one and one with each other.
Not even just that. At that time, also, people were probably sending another male that they had that might have been a son off of him, but not directly from him to you. But you got to understand they were already added in the bulldogs, the certain line of bulldogs, to get that shorter, stockier look, and the Gotti line dogs. Now they're adding Frenchies into them. So if you don't know, now you know. They're adding Frenchies into these things.
So in 2018, when you jumped in, and you figured that you actually enjoyed the reptiles, the beardies, the cresties, and the balls. How did you go about scaling? Did you scale according to a plan, or did you at one point just kind of buy what you liked until you figured out it's like, man, I got 100 snakes here. What am I going to do now?
That pretty much that. Yeah, I mean, we went in, I got a couple, and then I like this one, we got that, and then I was like, oh, I like that one, we got that. My wife was like, oh, I like that, so we got that, and then we got everything together, and it was like, I guess about what 4 years ago, we kind of looked at everything, like, well, none of this makes sense,
right?
So then we started. Yeah,
they did at the time.
yeah, oh yeah. And then my son got into the crusty geckos, really big, and he's doing his own thing with the crusty geckos, and so he's been doing. He got into them when he was 8, and he's 11 now. So he's been doing it since then, doing his own thing with that.
Wow, has he been consistent?
Yeah, he's been doing really good with it. I mean, he's working on some really dark line. I think I showed you at the Nashville show. So he's really trying to, I guess, perfect that look.
Kind of standing in his own lane.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive for a kid so young to kind of stick to something, because you know these kids these days, they pick things up and put them down just as quickly as they pick them up.
Yeah. I can't get him to come out and help clean and help do anything of that with the ball pythons, but he takes care of his geckos, and he's getting into the boas. You know, he got a couple boas from Dave Levison, so he does everything with those. And you know, I told him after a couple years, him doing the geckos and showing me he's got enough responsibility to take care of them, and I don't have to step in and take care, then we would do something, let him do something different. So he's proved himself with that. So
makes sense. That's what I'm talking about. Make him earn it. Make him earn it. So right out the gate, tell us what's one of your favorite projects that you're working with right now.
So one of my favorite projects right now is the DG Exantics puzzles. I'm really pushing for the DG Exantics puzzle stuff.
Wow. Triples. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. This is a thing because I think we're all pretty much working some type of a triple. In your opinion on your approach for that specific project, your DG Exantic puzzles, how did you start will be question number one. And on the back end of that, do you feel you started correctly? And is it anything you would change about how you started that project you're working on?
What I started was I got some a puzzle female, and then I ended up getting it's a pastel chocolate puzzle to set for DG, and it's set for Exantics. So it's kind of, if I would change anything, I probably would just get more of the hets instead of building my own, because that's what I've been doing over the past couple of years, is just building my own hets.
Okay.
So, and I would probably, especially the way the market is, you know, I mean, I could easily have bought it now, you know, but that's my route. I just I built them all up. I just kind of going that route myself.
Well, I mean, now it's easier now because you can test everything. So then you just but you still have to have the odds. The odds still have to be on your side when you turn around and test it, though. But you know, it is a little bit longer of a road working with, you know, heads. Yeah,
we and of course I like hypo too. I mean, I got hypo in almost 3/4 of my stuff, so I'm gonna try to work a route with the hypo stuff too. But that's my main goal is the DG Exantics puzzles with some codoms in it, because that's what I've been doing, is putting codoms in a bunch of mine to get the hets and going from there. So,
and everyone that's watching, while we have him on camera right now, actually Travis actually has his morph market for the most part is updated. He has about 90 snakes up there. Go over there, check him out. He has a lot of interesting combinations over there. Actually, I was up there last night checking your page out. I was just messing around with Darren and KG about different pickups, and it may be something I may be contacting you to pick up. I think you had a hypo het tri-stripe. We just got a hypo het tri-stripe, but I think you have a fire hypo het tri-stripe. So
Yep.
Wait,
again,
you get a visual? Who bought that visual for 900? It was a
Oh,
tri-stripe, a hypo tri-stripe. You
I got a
hypo.
hypo tri-stripe, but I got a hypo tri-stripe. Yeah, that's one of them. Yep, definitely.
Super cheap.
Yeah.
They gave that thing away.
Oh, that one? Yeah, they probably did. Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably did. They probably did. So, are you working anything in the doubles as far as the double visuals hard as well?
Yeah. Well, hypo pides. I do some hypopide stuff and some DG clowns. I got a few of those.
Okay.
Some hypo puzzles.
So
Hypo puzzles are hot right now.
have you really actually made a double visual from scratch?
I made some hypo pides from scratch and some and hypo clowns, which I got out of all my hypo clown stuff. I sold most of that stuff off, but I did hit a couple hypo clown stuff.
How long did it take you to hit them?
It was 2 seasons. It took me 2 seasons. So
you got really lucky.
Yeah,
you got really lucky.
Yeah, which I bred. I mean, I bred a visual het to like a visual clown or the visual clown het hypo to a hypo het clown. So
okay, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
That changes the odds big time.
Yeah, that helps out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Now I know Darren already knows about Wally and the net over at Supreme Gecko, but they've actually been running the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. We've actually been donors of their event every single year. We probably don't advertise enough for it, but every year we donate $1,000 gift certificate to the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. So go over there, check them out. They do a lot of giving. When I say it's a ton of donors, and they do nothing but just give as the weeks and days get closer to Christmas. And a lot of the time, literally, you're just sitting there watching and winning things.
How big is it now? It has to be huge.
It's huge.
It was big like 2 years ago. It was still big. You know, a lot of people were donating.
Don't quote me, but I want to say they've been giving away $20,000 and $30,000 and $40,000 worth of animals and gift certificates every single year. Yeah, every single year. So definitely check them out. Awesome people. Now, I heard you mention DG Clown. I'm not in DG Clown. We're actually in DG Pie. We kind of strategically chose to go that way. Did you get into DG Clown 2 years ago, or is it relatively recent? Did you take that big financial hit that with everyone kind of complained about, or like how did that go for you?
Actually, we just kind of like I said, we kind of make our own hets is what we ended up doing, and then we just kind of going from there. So I mean, we took I got a few het or DGs that are just like het cryptic or het stuff like that. So we kind of went that route and just bred some clowns to them to make the hets for the DG stuff. And
okay. And how big is your collection?
Not counting any babies and holdbacks, probably I think around 250.
Wow.
He went deep.
I dove head first in that rabbit hole.
He said,
no, wow. So what's your rodents production looking like? You're doing, obviously at that size, you're doing your own rodents. Yes.
Yeah. We're producing enough to, maintain, but it's, this year's been rough, between the heat and everything, we lost a few, it's just been, I'm actually yesterday I finished up my other rodent building I was building. So I'm getting ready to start moving stuff into there. So
how big is the new rodent building?
16 by 24.
Whew. Oh yeah, that's big time, baby.
So,
that is big.
The other building that I have that I'm going to keep it It's a 12 by 16. So I'm gonna keep that one for strictly my rats and stuff, and then do the mice and
Wait, what state are you in?
Illinois.
Illinois. Oh, okay. Yeah, you get that cold weather.
Yeah. It's we got a snowstorm supposed to be hitting us. I guess tomorrow sometime.
Now we get a little cold down here compared to what you guys get. It'll get down to 35, 30 is freezing down here, like absolutely freezing. Is there anything in your experience so far that you do differently in like your rodent space and your rodent buildings to get them through the winter to keep them breeding? Do you put heaters in? Is there how do you go about it?
Yeah, we use heaters. I try to keep it, between 70 and 80 all year. Mm-hmm. So we put heaters in there, and we've been insulating, and we have an exhaust fan that kicks on during the summer times. We have 2 exhaust fans on this new building that's going to kick on. One's going to kick on at 80, and then the other one will automatically kick on at 90.
Okay.
I was running air conditioner, but I just got tired of changing out the air conditioners because they only last 2 or 3 months, and then so we're just going to run the ventilation system, the airflow.
Yeah.
I was watching Justin, and the way Justin does his, and Rice and them, they do theirs and stuff. I was like, it works down in Georgia, so we shouldn't have a problem working here.
Those fans are crazy that he has in that.
Insane. Yeah, nuts.
I'm like the size of the motor.
Yeah, it didn't go that big. I mean, we got some 46. We put 2 46-inch fans in there. So
cool. Yeah, that's huge. That's a large setup. Now, with the heat, are you doing oil or radiant type of heat?
The radiant or the oil radiant heaters.
Okay.
Yeah, we put 3 of them in there, and it usually, like I said, they usually work pretty good. Now, if it gets down to 0 or
it's
negative,
just cold. It'll keep them from freezing, basically.
Yeah, but you know how the rats are; they put off a lot of heat anyway. So
especially when they get more in the tub, so just add extra in there to create more of that body heat.
We do that in the wintertime. A lot of times I'll put an extra female in there and just kind of,
Yeah, see, I did the same thing. As soon as it starts getting cold, I'll go up from 4 to probably 5, or some I might hit 6 females in there just to keep them warm enough, and they create their own heat.
That's smart. All right. Jumping back to that to your triple puzzle project. Where are you now as far as, do you have doubles, one? What's your numbers? How many males you have? How many females? Do you have chances of hitting the triple visual this year?
I got chances, but like I say, you're playing the odds and stuff, so I have I have a chocolate puzzle that is het Exantics and het DG, and then I got a DG Exantics that's het for puzzle. So
okay.
Oh,
wow. Well, yeah, that's definitely still. Yeah, that's some strong odds there.
I've really heard too many people trying to go for that triple visual on that puzzle side with the DG.
Well, everybody's doing the clown, the DG Exantic clown, and
that really.
I'm just kind of like moving out of the clown stuff. I love clown, but I mean, I just can't. I'm so far behind in it that I just started working with the puzzle about 3 years ago.
Say you hit it. Say you hit it, and somebody offers you money. You gonna let it go?
That's hard.
That's hard.
It's really hard for me to let things go because I make it and I'm like, oh man,
you got 250 animals. Yeah.
He did the same thing.
It's like that could work out great in the future. I'm gonna keep that for the future, and then I turn around and be like, I probably just need to go ahead and let that go.
Right. Yeah, no, that definitely. So now in building the business up to this point, what's and I mean, name as many as you want, but what's 1 or 2 things that you would literally sit in right now, look back and say, I would do this specific thing differently, and this is how I would approach it?
one of the things that I would do from the beginning is when I did my reptile room, I just did a small room. Well, then after I got all the animals, I had to go back and redo it. So I wish I would have just made my room the size it is now and from the beginning.
Right.
Because, there's a lot of extra money that I spent on the room because I had to go back and redo everything. So that is one thing. It's just, it doesn't matter if you have enough room, you're always going to need more. It seems like it's like your tub space. If you have an empty tub, the first thing you're thinking is, I need to fill that tub.
Oh, yeah.
Will doesn't do it. He doesn't fill it. I fill it.
I don't fill it. I have empty racks. I'm like, nope.
It's hard to. It's for me. It's hard to look at a tub that's empty. I'm like, that's a waste of space. I need to put something in there. No.
It's more electricity. What size was your room when you first started off then?
So our room. So I have a 24 by 24 garage.
Wow.
So I just did that. I did that half. I halved it. So pretty much is when I made my room, I made it half. And then this time I went in there, I had to knock out some walls and then finish up, so I ended up doing the whole garage. It's a 24 by 24. So, and then I got, where the big garage door was at, I put the main door entrance there. And then that main door entrance there is our room to our show stuff. So when I walk in that room, I put all our show stuff in there, and I put all our, the snakes that we have and the geckos and stuff like that. We have, we kind of store stuff there, but then we move everything. But the snakes stay there. That's like a little quarantine area.
Okay.
So I can't go into my room unless I go outside and go back through the other way to go into the main room. So
that's a good plan right there. It's biosecurity plan.
Yeah,
never heard that one.
I do a lot of shows, so
that's what we're going to touch on next. Like, actually, how many shows do you do? Because I know we spoke about it, but we're going to put it on the air now.
So this year, I got 2 shows coming up till this year's over. After those 2 years, it'll be 33 shows this year.
Ooh, you are hitting them hard. Yeah. 33 shows. What Bob said he used to do 40. You're right there. You have to have enough babies to put on that table.
We do. I do. Let's see. We do a lot of shows that are local shows. One day shows, and then I'll travel. I'll travel to a place and hit a show on Saturday, and then travel to the next place on the way home and hit the show on Sunday. So it's that's how that the adds up.
Oh,
wow. Now we did Nashville's AARP show. I did that one myself, and my wife vended the show at local show at the house that weekend. So we was doing 2 shows that weekend.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That's right. So have you ever sat down on like the TNS Reptile side of things, and let's say at the end of the year, the fiscal year is coming up, and you say, hey, I had 33 shows, you write down your 33 shows, you tally up your table costs, your expense costs, your food costs, everything there. And then you also on the other side tally up, let's say, your sales and come up with a total at the end of the year. Do you do those things or no?
Last year I didn't. This year we are. We're doing all that. Yeah, we're keeping track of everything more because we're getting more, more in depth with it. So after the first of the year, my wife's probably going to become full time at the Snakes. So she's going to be.
So that's big. That's real huge. Big. So because that helps you out a lot.
Oh yeah.
You can still work your 9 to 5 and do that, and come home and feed and breed. And that's all you got to worry about. Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about the benefits of actually, getting your wife into it and the assistance that she's provided you along the way.
So my wife's actually the one that got me into getting the snakes, first one.
Oh, that's big.
And because we had, like I said, we had the bearded dragons and stuff like that and everything else that we just kind of like had as pets and stuff. But for my kids and then she was like, I want to get a snake, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that right now, and then we ended up getting one, and then that's kind of what got us into it. But yeah, she's a major help. Like, I mean, major help. When we go out, we go clean and, take care of everything. She starts at one end, I start at the other, and we just kind of meet in the middle and
love it.
Go from there.
Yeah.
The only thing she does not do is mess with the rats. So,
oh, she's a wheel.
I can't.
She's a wheel. He still uses tongs like this.
Yep.
I can't get nobody to help me. My kids won't help me or nothing like that, but that's the only thing that I can't have anybody help.
It's funny. Me and Travis was talking at the show. It's like, yeah, how in the world you get your wife to do the rest? Audra loves it. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, nah, Will's like, I ain't doing it. I'll pick them all up with tongs. And
yep.
grab them off. I don't even grab them. I can't even touch them with my hands. Oh, man, I just got the thing by itself. Throw it in there.
So, in working with so many genes and having in my book, a large collection, a large facility, large rodent facility. Well, let's dig into the genes a little bit. Let's say what gene have you worked with that you would prefer not to have or not work with right now? Just any gene at all.
No, like, I mean, of course, the normals, everybody's the spider, but
right.
I guess my biggest thing is it's like I like it, but it seems like it's the inchy. Inchy does a lot of the pattern changing, and with the puzzle and stuff, I just really, to me, I think that with the inchy would make it, make it a lot. Without inchy, make it a lot better.
Okay. I like asking that, and that's been something that's been on the radar. We have a ton of questions that we want to ask people, because we have questions as well as keepers and breeders. For the first year, I was trying really hard here to get inchy into all of our pied stuff because it really helps with pattern and ID and all of that stuff. And for the most part, we still do that. But then the major kind of light bulb moment for us to kind of not necessarily dislike inchy. I love it for that project and probably only that project for us. But Hurricane, man, love Hurricane now in a weird, unique way, because now you can for us, we're finding that you can replace inchy. Because the thing with inchy is you get the pattern back, right, on a pod, but you also get that you color it out. You change the tint of the color. But with Hurricane, you bring the pattern back, but you keep it dark in contrast.
Now he just said that. I think it was Levance just posted up an inchy Hurricane clown. I think it might have been DG. It still kept the pattern.
Really?
So it almost cancels out a little bit. And I was like, that's the hack. So by you saying that, some genes was I don't like it, because what it does by itself. But then when you add in other genes, you overpower it and you're like, oh, okay, it looks better. So
right.
I'm one of those ones. I don't like inchy and clown, but then when I seen it with Hurricane, I was like, oh yeah, that's
that's definitely me. It's I don't like inchy in anything, honestly, other than pie. So I'm trying to be strategic with it. I really don't like inchy in my DG or even in my hypo. So I really just like it in my pie stuff.
That's because in hypo, it makes it look green. It turns it into a greenish tint.
I mean, same thing. I mean, it does some weird things with DG as well, So we just try to work around with what you want to create. Some people may like it, and that's perfectly fine. That's why I want to see someone else's perspective. So it's interesting that you say inchy. Yeah, definitely.
Somebody so on camera. I keep seeing you look that way.
No, I'm not coming in there.
Step in front of the camera. Get it over with.
No, they was telling me it's leaving. So.
Oh, okay.
So, what's one short-term goal, meaning within 3 years, and one long-term goal, 10 years or plus, for you?
Well, my short-term goal is hopefully I can hit that DG Exantics. Hopefully that happens within the next couple of years. And long term, I would really like to put maybe add hypo to that. Or maybe put it into add the hypo and then add a lot more codons to it. Put some pixel or something like that in it. Just some different things.
Are you working with pixel as well, or?
I have 2 pixels right now. Yeah.
Wow. That's something that you don't really see too much of out there. Definitely.
It's taken a while for it to get its legs, but somebody just has to put it in that right combo. That's it. Because sometimes it's a granity gene, so sometimes it's hard to see in certain animals unless you've really actually seen it by itself. Then you can kind of see it. But that's the same with peach also.
I got some peach too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. So, and again, I like it all. I don't. There's no caveat to that. I'm not gonna, talk bad about the gene. I would talk about the industry as a whole. The industry as a whole is majority men. Majority. The reason I make a point of that is also the majority of colorblind people are men. So it's very hard to see. I'm one of them. Color anyways. It's very hard to see that peach gene. So I'm hoping it does some crazy.
Have you seen the peach pie?
No.
The peach pie? Yeah. Tanya, she produced the peach pie. She produced the first peach pie. Okay. That's Tanya from A Scale Ahead.
Scale Ahead. Okay.
Yeah, she produced the first peach pie, and that's the reason why I bought the peach het pie from her. So
makes sense.
Yeah. It's nice.
Okay. Makes sense. So
that's gonna take the right person to just take that stuff and kind of run with it a little bit more. I've seen it happen with Grim. Grim kind of people had it and then they're like couldn't ID it, and then that was having the issue.
Hey, but we're gonna keep Grim on the low. The Grim.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking about going like the pixel route with the because of the granity stuff in the pieds and see what it does in pied.
Okay. So if that's the way you're going with your projects wise. Now, same question with T S Reptiles, like the business, whether online, whether doing more shows, less shows, what's your short term and your long term?
Well, we do fairly decent online on Morph Market. We're going to slow down, I think, on some of the shows. We're going to hit more of the bigger shows network. Because we can get in a lot of shows, but we're trying to do all of Troy shows. Of course, we do SRE, and then we're going to try to get into all the NARBC shows. I think that's our goal. That's our goal for next year, is to do all those. And for the business side, I mean, we just want to expand, move out, move up,
Sound like you're doing it already, bro.
Yeah. Have you done Tinley yet?
No, I haven't done Tinley. I can't get into Tinley. I got ball pythons.
Yeah, it's a hard. I will say though, it's just a long wait list. Very long wait list. But going the direction you're going, I would definitely tell you to, keep calling them. Bro, when we got in, we were waitlisted for 4 years, even for the geckos. And the year we finally got in, we flew out there the year prior just to go to the show and got to talk to Brian. Then we talked to Bob. Bob and Brian, they run that show. And talking to Bob, he finally was like, hey, you know what? We do have something coming up, but I need you to remind me. I'm like, okay. He said, call me on Monday. The whole show went about, everything was good. We're back home. So called him. He was ultra busy. And I can only imagine. And he said, call me back. And no lie, no exaggeration, just to give you hopefully some, or anyone listening, an idea on how to possibly get in. If he's telling you call him, make sure you call him and call him and call him. I probably called that man Monday through Saturday for 4 weeks. Really? And only because he told me, call me tomorrow. He legitimately had something to do. One point, literally, I talked to him like a man. I said, hey, this is Will. Can I get 30 seconds of your time? He's like, sure, what's up? I said, I don't want to annoy you at all. You keep telling me call you back tomorrow. If you want me to call you back in 2 days, next week, tell me that and I'll do that. I'm just trying to do what you're asking me to do, but I also don't want to annoy you as well. And he's like, no, I mean, I'm just crazy busy. But yeah, if you call me back tomorrow, I'm gonna set aside and we're gonna get to it. It still took 2 more calls, but then we finally got in, you know. But yeah, so yeah, they from what my experience is here with Flawless, like they stand behind their word. It just takes a little thing. They got a big operation going up there.
He was testing Will to see how dedicated he was. How many times do you really want to be in the show? How many times are you gonna call me? Are you gonna give up?
It was, and that was when you're already, you know, there at, you know, on the wait list and at that point where you're supposed to be getting in, you still got to be on it that way. But it is what it is. But for anybody that's listening or watching the show now, if you have not been to a show and seen Travis set up at a show, no lie to you, pristine. It's flawless. It's awesome. His collection, his table, his display, his approach, his professionalism when he's dealing with customers, everything is on point and to the T. And I told him that in person, and that's what we were talking about, even coming on the show and talking a little bit. But the quality of his animals and combinations that he has available are amazing. So I can only imagine what he has for holdbacks. So definitely get in contact with Travis. But I seen some of your stuff on Morph Market, and it's funny because I figured you were doing well on Morph Market. If you've seen his Morph Market, guys, and you go to his page, he literally has about 90 snakes available. I'm sure he has other stuff, but that's just telling me that he has what he has available posted. And I know it's gonna feel like a jab to some people, but when they have 90 snakes, when they have 90 snakes, you know, available, and maybe have 2 or a couple, just because they haven't taken the time into themselves at that point to make what they have available to the public. You know, that takes a lot of initiative, a lot of effort.
It does. You gotta put time away.
Definitely.
Pictures, post them up.
So do you have any unique customer service experience? Like you sold a snake to a first-time keeper at a show, and maybe they reached back out to you after the show, asked for some advice, or they needed some assistance, or maybe a non-customer that just thought to reach out to you?
Yeah. We I mean, we tell everybody, no matter if they buy a snake from me or not, if they have any questions at all, you know, don't hesitate to reach out to us. That's what we're here for. So we talk to a lot of people. I talked to a lot of customers that got snakes from me, and you know, they say, oh, you know, it's the common, you know, oh, it's not wanting to eat or whatever, you know, and then we go through that and we get them going, you know, and everything else. They reach back out, you know, a couple of weeks later and say, oh, he's doing great now. He's back on doing what he's supposed to be doing. But yeah, we do a lot. I'm constantly on the phone with people that have bought or and then have not, you know, from me, and asking me questions about helping them out with setups or helping them out with this. And so
majority of your buyers are like first-time pet keepers?
A few, yeah. We have I would say, yeah, majority probably. We do have a lot of returning customers, you know, and we do have a lot of people that are, you know, building up to, you know, start doing everything. So
okay.
Our biggest thing is my wife, she's a school teacher, so the kids and stuff, you know, and that's one of the things that we enjoy at the shows, and that's why we enjoy doing the shows, is because, you know, putting that baby snake into, you know, a kid's hand for the first time and just, you know, seeing them light up and, you know, just enjoy that, you know, and that's big for us. That's one of the things that we really enjoy.
I know that.
Now we're human. We learn from our mistakes, or we should learn from our mistakes. What's one snake that you've sold and you regretted selling it?
One? I mean, I probably got a few. Yeah. I would. Oh, let's see what the biggest one was. I had a paradox. It was a hypo pied. That was a super orange dream hypo pied. And that thing was just amazing looking. It was completely paradox. It had like, it was almost, I can't remember, halfway, it was half split, like half the face was, and we ended up selling that one. I said, man, I wish I would have kept that just to have.
That's understandable. That's understandable. Have you hatched out any of those? Because we see them here and there, like the two-headed snakes or one eye.
I've hatched out a one-eyed snake. Yeah.
Okay.
We still got her. My son kind of fell in love with that one there, so I let him have it. So it's his little snake.
Yeah, we have twins? One here that's doing awesome. We haven't hatched out twins yet.
No, me neither.
Really?
Lucky.
Yeah. I've done it a couple times.
Yeah.
With different females. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Gee, that's nuts. That's nuts. So what advice would you give obviously someone that's newer? Maybe this is their first or second breeding season and they're struggling to sell babies. What advice would you give them?
Just mainly get your name out there, get out there and, put it out. The hardest part about the shows and stuff like that is, not putting your name in front of somebody, putting your face in front of somebody, putting them, biggest thing we see at the shows is people just sitting around and, not being engaged, Not
engaged, yes.
Me and my wife, when we're doing the shows together, one of us is usually on the outside of the booth and the other one's on the inside, and we're just kind of tag teaming it. Hey, they want to see this snake, or hey, they want to see that one. We get them out, put them in their hands.
And that's what I love about that. Definitely very personable. Yeah. Just letting them know, hey, this is normal. These reactions, these responses to what you have going on. Very interesting. So we get a lot of messages as well. We try to help people one-on-one. We don't put people on blast, especially if they don't want kind of the limelight and stuff like that. And we were hit out about the same kind of question, and we told them the same thing. You have to do that. And they're in this day and age, if you want to sell, if you want to breed, because you don't have to. You could be a nice keeper. You can have a big collection. You don't have to sell. You could do all those things. But you have to get out there somewhere in the internet world. And how you are big right now, in my eyes, on Morph Market with your listings and the quality of your pictures, the content, it shows the effort you put forth. But what we put out there was, do both like you're doing. You're going to vend, do online as well. The major importance of doing that, and the major message I kind of want to drive home is, like, I would love to talk to every single one of our customers face to face, build that rapport. I would love that. But at some point, that's kind of impossible because you can't create a body double. That being said, you want to keep being able to vend, but you also don't have control over what shows is going to be where and when. Right. So think of it as you're paying a fee, you're doing these things for these tables, you're traveling, you're doing all these things, and you're vending a show for a weekend or even a one-day show. And when it's over, maybe they contact you or reach out to you. And if you use that in conjunction with online, where you put your best foot forward, you put the gene combo, you take awesome pictures, and now you're putting it out there to pretty much a show that never closes. Yeah, it's there, so they can see what hopefully they want and reach out to you and still be accessible, making ourselves accessible. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm just horrible on social media, putting posts and stuff like that. I would rather just take a picture of the snake and put it on, Morph Market, and then after I put it on, I was like, I guess I could have posted that to Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah. Just post it right on over.
Yeah. I got a bunch of teenage daughters, and I'm like, hey, why don't y'all do this? This y'all's on social media all the time. Here, do that. Put that picture on there.
Hey, we got teenage boys, and they don't help with that portion of it at all. No. I'm showing them stuff on social media. Yeah,
it's like, man, cool. It's not cool. They're like, yeah, that's not cool, Dad. I'm not posting that.
Yeah, at all. At all. It's nuts. So I want to pick your brain a little bit, Travis. And again, who knows what's going to be right or not? We're making an assumption, right? What do you project is currently right now the most underrated project or gene? It doesn't even matter. But what do you feel is like not necessarily undervalued? I'm not talking about dollar amounts, but just underrated gene off of what it is.
I mean, I don't know, I'd say Mandarin. I mean, I don't think, true Mandarin stuff, I mean, I think once they get the test done, I think it's going to blow up. But
just like lace. Yeah,
yep.
Just like lace. People are afraid to spend that money because you might spend top dollar and then it's not the gene.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I fell into that with the lace. Yeah, I bought 5 snakes that were supposed to be lace, and they all come back negative. So.
Oh wow.
Yep, quite a few people that happened to. Yeah,
yep.
But. Whew.
Sheesh. Yeah. We hear those stories a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, we hear those stories a lot. Jeez. Wow. Man,
did you keep them or did you let them go?
What's that?
Did you keep the animals or you let them go?
I kept them. They had other genes. I mean, it was all like super orange dream stuff like that. So, we kind of, we're just rolling that into other projects.
And they were still bright, right?
Yeah. It was like to this day, I mean, they're, 1,200 gram females that are as bright as they was when they was a baby. So,
I've seen stuff online and it tested for lace, but it didn't look lace.
Right.
So I think that's crazy. I'm like, that didn't even look like it's lace, but I mean, he put it out there, said it's test positive and everything. I mean, nobody could kind of question it, but I still wouldn't buy it, but that's cool.
Yeah.
It's rough. So when you're looking for inspiration, how do you go about, like, who do you follow? Who are some of the role models in the industry that kind of bring you joy, where it kind of sparks or ignites your fire? Maybe you're feeling a little down, maybe the odds are kicking your behind, like it's kicking all our behinds. Like, where do you look and find some of the inspiration?
Oh, stuff like that, man. I hit up Bob. I talk to Bob on a daily, so it's that's one of the things where, I just say, hey man, this is crazy. It's not working out, or he's man, it's part of it. Just keep grinding. You're doing a good job. So
that's awesome. Yep, another one, Bob. Yep, Bob is a staple even for us. I think we bought 2 snakes from Bob. We've known him since day one. And literally, his hospitality has been amazing. We've been to his house can't even count. Right. I think over 10 times, and his hospitality has been amazing. His advice, we reach out to him, he texts back, he's been influential in, I guess, kind of being welcoming, into the community as a whole. I don't think it's kind of one of those things where it's sales driven, where it's kind of, well, as long as you shop with me, I'll help you. It's never been that way. Yeah. I think that we need more of that, out there. I think that kind of drives a lot of new people off, right? We hear a lot of horror. So I know I hear a lot of horror stories where, someone was helping someone so much and then they decided not to purchase and they stopped answering their calls and texts. And I just think, I understand people's time is valuable. I really do. But a lot of first time one snake owners, hobbyists, enthusiasts, there's more of them than there are breeders. And I think that can definitely negatively affect the community. Definitely.
Yeah, I've left. I'm about 6.5 hours from Bob's. I left one day and say, hey, Bob, I'm coming down, whatever. And should I just drive down there, hang out with him a couple hours and pick up something? I always got to pick something up when I go there. And
heck yeah.
Then I drive back home, it's just
plus it gives you a little bit more energy on that drive back home too, because you're I'm good.
Got what I wanted.
Ain't that the truth? So what's next up for you? What's the next show that you'll be doing? Because you said you had 2 shows before the end of the year. What's the next 2 shows you're doing?
Yeah, I'm doing the Show Me. I'm 2 hours from St. Louis, so it's considered as a local show. So we'll go and do that, and then an Evansville, Indiana show. It's an hour and 30 minutes from me. So I mean, I'm kind of in the center of like I'm 2 hours from everywhere, pretty much. So
Right.
That's perfect though, because 2 hours is an easy drive.
I could be in Memphis in 2 hours, St. Louis in 2 hours, and Nashville in 2 hours. So
Dang.
Wow.
Hey, I go anywhere 2 hours, I'm still in California. Doesn't matter. 2 hours, I'm in California still.
I'm 6 hours from 5 hours from Tinley. So
Oh, lucky you. I'm like 14 hours from Tinley.
5 hours, I'm in Central California.
That's nuts.
that is that's
ridiculous. So, what gene are you looking to add? This will be the last one to wrap some things up. What gene are you looking to have that you don't have that you maybe looking to add into your collection?
I was looking at zebra, but I don't know. It's kind of hard. I mean, it's either tornado or zebra. I'm not sure. I'm still looking at both of those,
But you don't like inchy.
But and that's why I don't, and that's why I'm not big on the zebra. That's why I'm kind of pushing back on the zebra thing, because of the
price is definitely, it's kind of stabilized, but it's definitely came down. You see a lot more out there.
Yeah.
Tornado is few and far between. It's gonna be hard pressed to really get your hands on it.
I've got a lot of stuff that I'm working. I mean, like you said, the peach. I got a lot of voodoo, pixel. I have some gorilla, so I'm gonna see where that goes.
Really?
Oh, you picked up gorilla?
Yeah.
Ooh. I do the voodoo gorilla.
That's
yeah. Yeah. The gorilla looks good in dark jeans, but that's the granity gene, and I would love to see what that does.
Yeah. So we're sitting kind of nice right now. I mean, most of our stuff, we're just kind of. I'm just waiting to see what the next, how, like I said, the tornado thing. I kind of like that. I like what it does, but and then that's with the zebra. That was kind of where I was going, but then I was like, the only thing we do we have inchy that we want to work in is the pie stuff, but that's mainly for like we do pies for shows and stuff like that. But I just don't know how that was going to work with other things we're working.
Yeah. Right. What do you think about Cosmo and Bambino?
I like Bambino.
Bambino's awesome.
I like Cosmo, but that's I'm not. I don't want to spend that much money right now. On something that we're kind of
No, I mean, even when Puzzle first was really trying to get on the scene, that was a lot. I always wanted Puzzle, and you just kind of watch it, look at it, and it comes into your price range, and you jump on it. So. 30 grand is Woo.
I think I would go. I think I would pick. I like what Bambino does with a lot of other stuff, So I don't know if I would. I'd probably pick Bambino over Cosmo.
Yeah,
because I already have a lot of granity genes anyway that I'm working. That's not everybody's working. So
Bambino by itself looks great as a gene, and then the combos look even better.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me ask a question. So you've been to Bob's a few times, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What about the gene that he has on the shelf over there?
Crackhead
gene. That should be on the top of your list because Bob is the only one with it. I try to get it.
So I was talking to Bob about it. Once he has one, I'm gonna get one from him for sure.
Let me get it.
We all pick it.
Hey, have you ever seen it was Samuel L. Jackson. He says, "I'm a crack." Yeah. I'm gonna use that clip, and I'm like, yes.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, we appreciate having you on, brother. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your day with us, especially on a Sunday.
It's my pleasure, man. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Hey, it won't be the last time either. We're gonna bring you back up. I want to get you on when you hit that triple, because sometimes you're gonna hit that triple real soon. We're gonna have to bring it up and show it off, and really
to the odds, God. Well, which you hitting double visual, you did that in 2 years. That's great because it took me quite a while to do that.
Well, it'd probably be longer for my triples because it's more of a a visual to head, than anything
We're
else.
playing to the eyes, guys. I'm sure we're gonna manipulate it a little bit. We're gonna manipulate those eyes and get them sent over.
The Xanthic clown pies was hit from triple het to triple het. So
yeah, I don't get that lucky. A lot of times I'm the guy that breeds a visual to a visual and don't get a visual. So that happened last year. That happened.
He said a visual to a visual, they get visuals.
That happened last year. Yep. She retained on me, I guess.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, that's the only way it doesn't happen. She's like,
Man.
yeah, I'm not giving you nothing.
That was straight kick in the butt right there.
Wow.
That was more like smack to the face.
Yeah, ain't it? But definitely appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody that's in the comments commenting. Appreciate everyone that viewed the show. We'll be back on in 2 weeks with Charlie, with Reagan Renee.
Yes,
we'll be back on. So that's going to be a really good show. Again, it's pinned in the comments. You're going to want to go over to the Fat Man Nation. Vote Flawless, 15 minutes of lane. We got plenty of content coming that way of funny reels, informational stuff, and hopefully educational stuff as well. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this Sunday.
Who's going to be the lamest?
I'm already the lamest. But appreciate you guys. We out.